Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. Oh my goodness, I'm in before midnight. Well, obviously I did my hair, so I hope y'all like it. I like it. I used a little bit of, last time I couldn't get this particular shade, so I went with the shade just a little bit different. So, but this time I got this shade, and I'm really happy with it. So, I like the brightness. Yes, I'm very happy with this one. I know it's really red, and that's what I really wanted, was really red. So, it'll fade out a little bit as time goes. It fades a bit, but yes, it's very bright, and it's very me, if you ask me, right? Anyway, so how went the day off of crocheting? I made it almost all day without picking up a hook. Almost. I only picked up a hook about an hour or so ago, because that seated corner to corner blanket was looking at me going, "You love me, don't you? You want to work on me." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And my shoulder was feeling better. I put some of my ointment on it, and it finally worked. Because earlier in the day I tried the ointment and it didn't work at all. It didn't help it at all. And so then I tried it later, and it did work some. So I know what I did. I just pushed my arm and because for some reason right up in here all the way to about right here, it just I use all of those muscles when I crochet, and I go hard. And this past week I set a goal for myself to finish that sweater, and I did. But I wasn't going to quit until I finished that sweater. And I did, and I finished the sweater, but my arm is like going, "What were you thinking?" And I've been in this position before, earlier this year, or was it late last year? I don't remember. Earlier this year, I think, when I thought, at least one of my friends thought that I had torn a rotator cuff because my arm was so bad. It was really earlier this year. It had gotten so bad I really couldn't hardly even use my arm because I was crocheting so hard. And when I went to the doctor said that's just overuse. And he sent me to physical therapy, and the physical therapist did some, had me move it certain ways and do this and do that. And he said, "No, you hadn't torn anything." He said, "But you just need to do some stretches." He gave me a bunch of set of stretches to do, and give me a pulley system that I never hooked up. But I've been doing the stretches, and that's what's got me to where I'm just now getting to the point where I'd overdone it enough to have put myself in this position again. Up until this point, I hadn't, hold on a second. I need to do something on my laptop. I'm running my playlist on my laptop, and I needed to switch it to something. But, there we go. Okay. But I hadn't been doing as good with the stretches because I just I was so daggum focused on getting what I wanted to get done, and I just hadn't been doing the stretches like I was doing, and because the stretches was what was keeping me keeping my arm in shape to do what I wanted to do. And so here in the last day or so, I've been trying to do the stretches and get it back in shape to where I can, do what I want to do as much of it as I want to do. So I'm going to have to pull that pulley out and set it up on the door like he wanted me to, and then pull those pictures out and do the actual stretches to the max that I was supposed to be doing. So anyway, and then maybe I can, get it in shape enough to stop hurting and be able to do all the projects I want to get done for Christmas. But of course, when I went to go work on the C2C blanket, and it's got its own project bag now. The yarn needed to be balled up because, and I want to know, and I know I'm not the only Premier puzzle lover in my subscriber family here, but how many of y'all have had Premier puzzle yarn skeins that you had to do this to? Because it just, the more you pull it out, then almost every time you go to pull it out of the skein, it's a knot, it's a knot, it's a knot, and you can't get a steady stream as you're, a lot of skeins. That's probably why the chief reason I like cake yarn, to be perfectly frank. That's why I have more cake yarn than I have skeins, because cake yarn is usually better wound, and you don't get as much yarn barf with a cake as you do with skeins. Just to be perfectly frank, that's just how I feel about it. And almost every single, I love puzzle yarn. I do. I love the way it transitions. I love the feel of it. I love how soft it is. But almost every time I've ever worked with it, I had to hand ball the whole skein up, because it would just yarn barf upon yarn barf upon yarn barf, and it's really annoying for a yarn that you love so much that you just have to hand ball the whole skein, 328 yards up. I mean, really, get with the program. If they ever put puzzle yarn in a cake, I'm gonna throw them a parade. Listen here, Premier Yarns, put puzzle in a cake. That would make this girl really happy, because this skein business is really for the birds, because everyone, just almost every single one I've ever dealt with, was a hot mess. But this, I only did two, I think I did 2 whole rows before I decided to have to ball up that thing. So I've not made much more progress than that, but I still love the pattern, and I probably will start another one, or I probably will go get Will's out of his project bag and frog his, and then ball up each individual color and just start working on his too, and figure out how to do the changing of colors with the corner to corner. I don't think that's going to be that hard, to be honest. Someone said, "Oh, that's difficult, blah blah blah." No, it's not difficult. It's not going to be difficult at all. I don't believe in letting things be difficult that should be simple. No. Just attach your yarn, chain 6 to do your your, when you grow your next round, and then that's where you add your yarn. Duh. When you finish that row and you go to chain 6 to increase, that's where you add your yarn at, and you increase with the next color. Boom. See, I didn't even have to watch a tutorial. That's the part that makes sense to me anyway. That's what would make sense to me, is you just, when you're going to change colors, you change colors on your increase stitch, and then when you go to do the next row, that's the next color. Makes sense, right? You folks that do a lot of corner to corner, let me know if I'm right, because that's what makes sense to me. That's logically what makes sense to me, is that's where I would change colors. Not in the middle of the row, but where I'm starting my next row, where I'm chain 6, double crochet in the 4th chain, boom boom boom. Yeah. So so that's the plan anyway. I don't know if I'm going to tackle frogging his blanket tonight, because for some reason I'm tired. Well, I did do some cleaning today. I had this, they're behind where I record here. There was a little bathroom in my room that I don't use because unfortunately it's a very tiny bathroom. And this is slightly embarrassing, but it won't be embarrassing for very long because I'm losing weight and I'm doing this weight loss surgery that's going to make me become even smaller. So this is a temporary problem. But when I first moved in here, I thought it was a permanent problem because I wasn't in the mindset of losing the weight. But now that I am, I'm gonna, open that bathroom back up. But where the toilet is set, there's not much room on either side of the toilet. So I have hips that, that are in the shrinking stage now. But before I started losing weight, they needed their own apartment. Okay, let's be real here, girls. My hips needed their own apartment. Each of them, boom, boom, needed apartments. Okay. And so using that toilet and trying to, do what you need to do when you go to the bathroom was not happening. Okay, because the area that toilet is situated in is not conducive to, taking care of business. So I was not using that bathroom because of that. Plus the little shower stall is tiny. And so my big old self I couldn't even go in there and turn around good. So why would I even use that shower? So, and it didn't have a shower head. He would have had to go in there and put a shower head on it. But that's really all it needed was a good cleaning and a shower head, and then something, some anti-slip mat to put on the bottom because I'm a slip hazard anyway, because I have a bad left foot and lymphedema, and so I walk kind of off kilter anyway because I'm half crippled. So, I need slip mats in my shower. We have a slip mat in the other bathtub so that I don't, well, for everybody really. Because my boys, they're not that steady on their feet either. But, so I'm thinking, Mama gets down, loses another 100 or so pounds, 100, I'm hoping I'm at 371 last time I weighed. Say I get down to about 200 or less, I might could fit in that shower. And I might could use that little toilet. So then I wouldn't have to go out of my room and around the corner to the other bathroom at night. And I might not have to wrap a towel halfway around me and run to my room after taking a shower. I'd just be able to go right in there and take a shower and come right back out into my room and without having to, walk halfway around the house. So convenience much? Yes, very much. So yeah, that's motivation in itself. So that's why I figured out today I would work on moving the stuff, or cleaning the area that's in front of that bathroom, because I have stuff in front of that door right now. Yarn tubs. Tubs, plastic totes of yarn. Well, I have like a stack of, let's see, what is that? Four empty ones. And then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 10 of them with yarn in it. So, and then everything else is behind me. So, and then there's some other bags over there that have yarn. And then there's stuff stacked in there on my, little love seat that has, projects and whatnot. But, I don't have, I know a lot of YouTubers have larger yarn stashes than I do, but I still feel like I have a pretty substantial yarn stash, but not as big as some do. But it's big enough. It's big enough for me. I keep adding to it, and then I keep giving stuff away, because that's how I've always been. Ever since I started this channel, I've been known to give stuff away. So, because, well, what is it? This is the community of sharing. And so I've always been a person who shared what I have, and I'm not going to stop doing that. So I'm always going to be a person who shares what I have if I have more than what I need. That's just, you know, I'm not going to stop being that person. So I'm not going to share, you know, to the point where I damage my, you know, put myself in a bind or anything like that. But if I have more than I need, then I'm definitely sharing with somebody. So that's just who I am. And I have fun doing it. It makes me happy. So anyway, let's see what else. Well, you know, after dyeing my hair, Johnny made us a dinner of peas and English peas and corn, and he took some Italian breadcrumbs and breaded our chicken with those Italian breadcrumbs, and then baked it in the oven, almost like fried chicken. Tasted a little bit like fried chicken. And then I watched some YouTube, of course. And that's about it. It's been one of those kind of days. I just, you know, we did some cleaning. I did some cleaning and dyed my hair and watched some TV. And that's about all my day consisted of. Oh, wait a minute. And I did get my concert pants in. Yeah, I got my concert pants in. And I tried them on after my shower. I was a little worried when I first held them up. I was like, are these too big? I never had that question before about clothes until I started losing weight. And so when I held them up, I was like, are these too big? So when I tried them on, they fit perfectly. They weren't too tight. They weren't loose. They were just right. You know, where I could move in them, and I mean, they were perfect. And so I was like, wow, that's great. They have pockets, but not very deep pockets, so I could see myself probably carrying a crossbody purse for my phone and keys and wallet. So I probably will do that. I don't know that I'm going to finish the turquoise and gold vest thing. It's a little too rough. That yarn's a little too rough on me, so I don't know if I'm going to finish that or not. I'm probably going to pull it out every, you know, few days or so and try to do a row or two on it, but I don't know. I don't have much hope for that. I thought about redoing it, but I don't know. I don't know if that, because I haven't never been to an event in that particular venue, so I don't know if it's going to be hot or if it's going to be cold or what. I'm going to be wearing a tank top, so I'm going to show you my top. This is my top. Oh yes, it's sparkly. This is my tank top that I'm going to be wearing. Okay. Some of y'all that are on as Facebook members have already seen this because I took pictures and showed y'all. But this is the top I'm going to be wearing. Okay. And this is hot in itself. I had this on for a little while the other night when I was trying stuff on, and this is kind of warm. So I don't know if I want to put anything on my arms and on my body on top of this. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence about that vest that I started. And these are my pants. I got these on a what's the name of that? It's a partnership company with Woman Within, Full Beauty or something like that. But it's like a cheaper company. It's like where they take they have marked down stuff anyway for larger women. And I got these for $10, and then with shipping it was $20 to my door. $20. And they have this is not leather, just so y'all know, it's not real leather, but they look like leather on the front. So this is what they look like on the front. The back is just regular like that, but on the front they look like leather. How cool is that, right? Perfect for my concert, right? So yeah, so I'm just getting more excited. So I'll be looking too cute for the concert. And on a budget. I couldn't believe it. And the listing for those pants says that they retail for $84. Yeah. So I don't know if I believe that, you know, because some of those things, they hype it up and to entice you to buy it by telling you that it was way more than they're charging you for it now. So I don't know how true that is, but they feel high quality. They look high quality. So I'm just going to be happy that I got them at a steal. So because they're for big women, and big women clothes typically are way more expensive, especially if they're very stylish. Just so you know. And I've had that sequin shirt for, ooh, Lord, over 10 years. Yeah, I've had that shirt a long time. I just haven't worn it a long time. I think the last time I wore it was with Vicky, and we went to a show with a Prince impersonator at one of the casinos. Yeah, there was a guy that had a show called Purple Rain, and he was a Prince impersonator, and he had a band and everything, and they put on a Purple Rain show, and he was really good too. And she and I went to that. It was a wonderful night, and I wore that shirt. I forget what she wore, but we danced and we just had us a grand old time, and yeah, it was fantastic. And yeah, I got a picture of me wearing that on Facebook somewhere, I think. But my hair was short back then, but it was still this bright red. But yeah, it was a good night. So, but that's, I think, the last time I wore that shirt. But I held on to it, and but it's been washed since then and everything, but it still kind of smelled a little musty. So I went ahead and re-washed it and everything because I wanted it to smell fresh. And so it's been washed and everything, and and I got some black socks around here for my black shoes. So black shoes, black socks, black pants, and a shiny turquoise shirt with a turquoise fedora with a little silver. I'm gonna put that silver ribbon around the band of it, and I'll have some silver hoop earrings because I'm not really a gold kind of person. I think I got some silver rings somewhere, so I might have a ring or two that I wear. I don't know. I'm not big into jewelry, but I will wear some jewelry for that night. And I don't wear necklaces. I have a whole thing about necklaces. But now that my neck is not so big, I might get me a necklace. I don't know. I could get one that's really long, and that might be all right. But I can't have anything, you know, I had a traumatic thing happen to me in my 20s. And so I can't have anything like up here like this. So it would have to be really low like that. But I thought I might get something that dangles down here and wear. But I never in a million years would have thought that I'd be comfortable with anything around my neck. But now that my neck's not as big as it used to be, maybe, you know, maybe. But anyway, this is getting to be a longer video than I thought I had information for. But that gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'll be wearing concert night. I know everybody wants to, you know, a preview. But don't worry. I think I will probably do a short on the channel. You know, when I get ready, I'll probably like do a quick little short and upload it prior to going to the concert. And then when we'll do some clips here and there while we're at the concert. And then when I get home, I'll do a little, you know, roundup of all the clips and put everything together, and then sit down and, you know, talk to you and do a, you know, put all the clips in one video and then upload it all together for one big video that way. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, but I am definitely gonna, you know, do a quick little, you know, check me out kind of short before we actually leave the house to go to the concert, so that y'all get a peek at that. Because I know I know my excitement's building. So hope you know, and as much as we're all kind of, you know, symbiotic at this point, a little bit, y'all's excitement is building right along with me, and which makes this wonderful. This community is so wonderful. How y'all's excitement is building with my excitement. So and it just makes it even more fun. So and of course Theo's laying on my bed over there. I'm surprised he's not snoring already. But that's about all I got tonight. And of course tomorrow I am taking off the day as far as vlog video. You'll still get your devotions tonight for tomorrow, and then I'll come in here. I'll probably come in here and pre-record the week's devotionals tomorrow, so that I'll have all that done ahead of time. I've been kind of lagging on that because I've been recording them as I'm doing the vlog videos, but I really want to get a week's worth done tomorrow. Since I'm taking off on the vlog videos, I'm thinking I'll just come in here and just hopefully feel good enough to do that. Just sit here and record the whole week's worth. And then sometime in October, I'm just going to try to record, pre-record as many of the November ones as I can, because I really don't know what I'm looking at as far as recovery goes on the surgery, and how I'm going to feel on the surgery. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of pre-recording of devotionals before November, for November, so that I haven't, you know, because I know a lot of folks, I don't have the viewership on the devotionals that I do on the regular videos, but I do have a lot of devoted people, you know, people that are, you know, that really count on those. So the folks that do count on them, I make sure that they do have them. So and that's, you know, something I've long felt called to do. So I'm not gonna, you know, let anything slide with that. So anyhow, I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend's waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all Monday. There's gonna be lots to tell you about Monday on my birthday. So see you soon. Bye.